So let's get into some more advanced video and media stuff. And for that, what I'm going to do is actually switch the template. So I've added this other template that I was looking at. I had installed it. But what I think I'm going to do is uninstall it. So let's uninstall that, and let's find a new template to work with. That maybe provides more space for interactive multimedia and stuff like that. Okay, so we just go through some of these templates here. And you can switch anytime you want to any template, but bear in mind, let's go with Burke. Let's start with Burke. Let's bear in mind that you might have to fix a lot of things when you switch templates because they don't always transfer the data over because they have different functionalities and different benefits. So they're set up differently. So let's go ahead and preview it. See how it popped up here in my templates? So that's what this looks like. And as you can see, it has kind of like a cool parallax scrolling effect there with that guy that's snowboarding. And then I'm going to set it down here as live template. So confirm. Now it's set as the live template. Okay. So we're working with a whole different website now, basically. Right. So let's go home. Let's go to the pages. And one thing I wanted to show you is, remember how I talked about on the pages before, how sometimes you'll have a page that has multiple pages within it, kind of like little mini pages. Now, the reason that is here you have home, right? But as you come down, banner, intro, see how it just kind of scrolls down? These pages are all part of one page. So there's different parts, but they're all part of this one parallax scrolling page called home. Okay? And that encompasses all these little pages. So when you look at, when you're setting up your template, you have to understand they're all laid out differently and you have to kind of experiment with them. And I wouldn't say I know all of them, even though I've experimented with a bunch of them. So you have to, find one that you like and you have to figure out kind of how it's laid out and how to work with it. There's always a little bit of variation. Okay, so go over here and click on this here. Actually, what we need to do is, oops, I apologize. Cancel. Cancel. Let's go click on this again. Okay, so we're going to edit it. And remember how we talked about how we could edit pages? So you could set the navigation title and yada yada. So what we do actually is we go to media. See, media allows you to change that actual image in the background. Now remember, it was when we scrolled up and down, there was like a parallax scrolling effect, right? Let's say that you want this snowboarder here as an image. That's great. You can remove it. You can edit it. You could change the image and the way it looks. If you remove it, you could even change, with your own image and put whatever you'd like. But here's the trick if you want to add video. See, where we're in media already, you click on video, and then it allows you to add any video you want. And what's great about it is you don't have to worry about hosting the video yourself. So you can actually just put in a URL of the video's location. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So you can filter it, contrast, opacity. There's all types of filters you can use. Let's not use any right now. You can set the playback speed, and you can have what's called a mobile fallback image. So let's say that the person is using a mobile device, right? The video that you're playing here is not going to show on their iOS device or whatever they're using, most likely. So you put an image here as a placeholder. So ideally, see this image here? Let's say that this is our backup image. We'd copy it, and then we would put that in here as our mobile fallback image. Okay? And then for the video, I've actually taken a link. You could use Vimeo, you could use YouTube, doesn't matter. I've actually copied a link of a car going around a track. Okay? And I'm just going to paste that here. And then I'm going to go save. Okay? So now, check this out. when you go to your website, it still does parallax scrolling, but now it's got a video playing in the background. There's a car setting a world record on the Nürburgring in Germany. Okay? And this video will show up, and if for any reason the browser is not displaying it, the fallback image will be the image that is displayed. So as you come through here, you can see this is for banner, this page here, the first one. You can also change things for the other, like I could put a video in here. Let's go to ride here, see on the navigation menu. You could put a video in here, or you could have images. Okay, and see where it says bend the mind? You can actually click edit here, and you can start editing it here. You could say for example, track record. And then you could have a link, a button, where it will be linked. So you could have like a main thing to present on your website where people could go and it would kind of like bring them in there, and then you could have your secondary information as you scroll down the website. Now things like this weren't even possible unless you really knew what you were doing in terms of coding until just recently, and Squarespace has really made it easy for us to be able to make some really amazing websites. So let's also look at, make sure we haven't missed anything here in the editor. You can also go to advanced, which allows you to put your own header code injection for here, but you would need to be upgraded first. And remember, this is just a sample website, so I never actually upgraded it. And you would also need to have knowledge of coding, okay? But you really don't need it, because as you can see, you can pretty much make it amazing looking without knowing any of that stuff. And then here you can actually, in the description, you can write some stuff. Test, 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 save. And that will be part of your description. Okay, hold on, let me see this. So generally, let's go right here. Oops, discard. When you go here and mess with another, oops. The reason it keeps saying create is because this is a template. That's why. And it's not ours yet. So this is just kind of showing us. See, here you could do adding descriptions. And what this does is some templates surface the description, for instance, the header area. Furthermore, it is used in this page if it's used if this page is indexed by a search engine. Okay, I apologize. Not all the templates even use this, and that's why I wasn't changing anything. Okay. And so when we come back home, you'll see your video and you'll see your website. And another thing to remember is if you wanted to, you could add more little mini pages in here. So you could have like a picture, and then you could have text, and then you could have a picture and then text. And that's all up to you how you'd like to do it. And then, you know, the customization is really unlimited.